Well, after a public hearing last night, Richland County met with the community to talk about the land development code and rezoning in a more in-depth discussion today. Our Peyton Lewis was there. She has more on that meeting.
JR, residents of Richland County have been fired up about land development code for more than a year now. As the county works to match the codes and maps, some residents say they're watching closely. In a Wednesday night meeting about land development code in Richland County, the meeting space looked as empty as the rural parts of the proposed map for rezoning. The meeting was held to allow residents to come and ask questions about the proposed land development codes and maps that the Richland County Planning Commission has been working on for the last 2 years. However, only a handful of people attended the meeting. And out of those who came, one man said he wanted to voice his concerns about the disruptions the rezoning could cause.
I'm concerned because of the ecosystem that is going to be destroyed. And once it's destroyed, you can't fix it.
The main point of these meetings is to hear concerns of constituents before an updated land development code with maps are passed. A lot of residents have been concerned that the county needs to pass the text of the land development code before they do the map. Gary Dennis with the Planning Commission explained that process.
So the code, the text was approved and we were starting to work on the maps, and we knew that the maps would drive changes in the code once we started looking at how it's going to shape the community and shape the county. And it's just one of those things, one's got to be done before the other, but they can't be done without each other. So when you finish one, you're going to start on one, you're going to be like, hey, we got to go back and fix some things to make it right for the county. And ultimately, that's what we're trying to do, make it right for Richland County.
After County Council decided to restart the process of updating the land code and maps, Planning Commission decided to keep a lot of things the same in terms of rural areas in the county and upzoning others. The Planning Commission moved to recommend their ideas for the land development code in November of 2022. However, the minutes from that meeting were never approved, so technically the proposed land development code amendments were never fully approved. Planning Commission is supposed to pass the November Planning Commission minutes on Monday at 3 p.m. to make sure their code recommendations are made public. And also on Monday, there will be another open house meeting about land development code in Eastover at their main library at 6 p.m. So if you're interested in the land development code or you have additional questions, everyone is encouraged to come out and talk to county council members that'll be there and the Planning Commission. Reporting in studio, Peyton Lewis, News 19 WLTX.